Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Hustle and Brooklyn Season 1, Episode 4. Let's get started. It's going down. I don't know what is going on. I'm learning some new words. Spicy. Two men saying it's spicy. It's spicy. It's getting hot in here. Like, what's going on? I was like, what is going on with Jesse? Jesse has a lot of female mannerisms, and that's probably because he was raised by a single mother and he didn't have a father on, but he's very he has a lot of feminine ways. But, he's actually a nice guy. He's a decent guy. He's about his business and he's about his money. But we see Ivy, she's kind of jealous and she's insecure. She's getting all mad and upset. Like, damn, the dude just had a meeting with the girl. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be meeting girls in bars. He's going to be meeting people in bars. They're going to be doing hookah, whatever. It wasn't a professional place, but you can't tell him how to run his business and tell him he can't work with her. So now you stop in Danny's bag. You done already stopped Alicia's bag and baggy large bag or whatever, but you getting upset and getting mad at him. He came to you, he told you what happened. He didn't go into great details, but he didn't say, like, we're in a committed relationship, she's my girl, she's my wifey, because you guys ain't there yet, you're just dating. So you question him and getting upset and just like having a big old show for no reason. It sounds like insecure. Like, that's unattractive. And to me, I don't think you like men. I think you like women. The way that you be acting is real fugazi. And let's get on to Danny, like I said, Danny's a nice girl. She's a good girl. She got some problems. She drinks a lot. She's on Instagram and like she's not monetizing her stuff and she's not getting the help and the support that she needs. What's his name? What's his name? Darnell, he should be helping her and he should be supporting her, where at least her Instagram is actually monetized. Like, come on, what are you doing? You just hitting it and everything. And then he said to her that she's like the prey. Oh my goodness, you are messed up. Like, so you like to prey on vulnerable, weak women, but that's all right. You're vulnerable too as well, because you're choosing a friendship and a business partnership. You're choosing Danny and you're not choosing Santos, and you guys are boys and grew up together supposedly. So who's the prey? It sounds like you the prey, and you in the streets fighting over Danny because Danny is about to talk to Jesse and do some business, and you know that you feel like he wants some of that, Danny. So you jealous. You out here got a whole fiance at home and a whole baby at home, but you out here in the streets fighting with Jesse. What money did you invest in and Danny? What did you invest? What did you do with Danny? You invested that penis in her. That's what you did. You told her that, you wanna you wanna manage her mouth. Real grimy. Let somebody say that to your daughter. How would you feel? And it's not a good look too as well, because you seem like you're about that PUSSY than you're about your business. So miss me with that bullshit. And did you see Darnell get all upset and all jealous and everything when he was talking to Danny, like, oh, you went to go have hookah, you went to go have drinks, oh, that's the same thing you did to me. Like, he's getting jealous because now he's feeling like he's been finessed. He's feeling like he's being played, but the whole time he had a girlfriend for 12 years and babies. But anyways, Danny, you need to chill out. You need to find somebody else. You need to move on. You need to get a whole new thing going on. And Danny, you walking up to that car show with just that thing on, I can understand if you was hosting it, you was promoting it. You're lucky that you was with, there's cameras around, there's a team around filming as well. And also Darnell's there because you could have been prey. Men could have came after you because you're giving off that vibe like you ready for action. They could have been saying all types of negative things to you and coming after you. Who knows if there's any sexual predators that was at that car show? You have no idea. Like, you got a sign on me that says, please take advantage of me, take me. It's not right, but that's what happens in the real world. People can say, oh, we should have the right to dress the way we want to. Oh, yes. But we already know when we dress the way we want and we dress sexy, we know the type of attention we're going to get. We know the type of man we're going to attract. And you don't know if you're going to be attracted to somebody that's fresh out of jail. Look at Alicia. She just met a man fresh out of jail talking about she's with him. Then this dude, Black Rose, on the next episode, he's going to be trying to get with somebody else. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what's going on, Black Rose? I thought you wanted to build a world with Alicia. I thought you was going to be you and her against the world. You guys going to be black excellent. You guys, but you out here trying to get with a whole nother girl. I'm like, and then, Alicia can actually help you, Black Rose promote your book and shit like that. Your 10 books that you wrote by while you was in prison for 10 years. I was like, and you lucky that she even accepted you and wants something to do with you and work with you. And you gonna turn around on camera, try to get with somebody else. You probably even got a wife at home. You probably got kids all over the place. Like, come on, that's shady. Like, how you gonna mess up a situation that hasn't even started yet by trying to get some girl's phone number? You grimy. So anyways, let's start off with Azia. Azia, she comes through, she's shooting her video. She had the jeans on, ripped up, and all that other stuff. And then she had like the white tank top, and she had the boxers on. At first, I was looking at the outfit like, okay, that looks real tacky. That looks real raggedy. That looks like, I don't know, like some high school girl should wear that. But then once she turned around and you seen the back and you can see her boxers, and then the way that and then the movement that she was doing, it looked fly. It looked like it was something Caribbean. It looked like it was from the islands. Asia reminds me of like Yo-Yo and Patra. Like, she got a nice style, a nice flow. She can sing. And she's actually putting her music on this show. She's actually performing. Every episode, Asia performed. And then on top of that, the music that they're playing in the background of the show is Asia music and some other good music too that do sound well, do sound good and everything. So I'm like, okay, Santos shows up to the video shoot. He's feeling her. He was like, you gonna make a good wife. She was like, I do not aspire to be nobody's wife, nobody's baby's mother. I aspire to be a wife. No, he said, you're gonna be a good girlfriend. She was like, I don't aspire to be no girlfriend. I aspire to be a wife, a queen, and a mother. Catch them T's. You go, Asia. Asia is the only one that really got her head on straight. She's making the right decisions. She's focused. And mind you, she's actually the only one that has a father too as well. Look at that. She's the only one that has a father too as well. So I'm like, what's really going on with that situation? I was like, okay. So I guess it's kind of important. I know it's important to have both parents in your life. It really is important, because look how the way she's moving. Look how the way she's carrying herself. She's not playing no games with Santos. She's letting Santos know, like, it got to be about business. It got to be working. We need to, there can't be no drama, because Santos is like, there's some shit going down with me and Darnell. We're going to move a different direction. We're going to probably hook up with Jesse, and so he can produce and promote, and like, he does billboards, he does this, he does that, he can help you out. But she was like, I got a show to do later, so Danny's coming, and Darnell's coming too as well, so can you keep it on the low? Could you put your shit aside? And she was like, make sure you clear up and clarify your relationship with Darnell and make it about business. Don't let it be so personal. Take care of your business at home, for real. So I was like, Santos was like, I got you. And then this outfit right here with the red glasses on and the hat, that remind me of like Patra. That remind me of like Yo-Yo. It remind me of like some Caribbean shit, some island shit. Like, I was like, I'm feeling you, Asia. And plus, she's actually putting her own outfits together where she's saving money too as well, instead of paying a stylist. And she knows what she likes, and she looks good, and she's beautiful. And I think she has an amazing attitude, and she's very smart. And kudos to you for making sure you promote your music. You go, girl, do your thing. I really do like that. And so we have that situation. And so then we move on. We have Danny. So Danny, she shows up to the car show. She's meeting up with Darnell. Darnell wants to, promote her and basically promote her Instagram, have her take pictures with people. He's not feeling her outfit. He was like, I can't believe you wearing that. I can't believe you have that on. And she's like, and he was like, my fiance wouldn't wear that. She was like, well, I ain't your fiance. Then she said, and he was like, I love my fiance. I love her. And then Danny was like, do you love me? And he was like, I love your personality. I love your talent. I love this. But he didn't say he loved her. So like, he's throwing them shots at her, trying to make, Danny feel insecure, that she's not good enough, to be a fiance or to have a baby with a nigga or to have a relationship. He's making her feel less than, and you can tell it kind of like her. And that's why she asked him immediately, do you love me? And he was like, you feel comfortable in that? She was like, yeah, I feel secure. I feel comfortable, because her sexuality and what's on the outside to her, that garners attention, and that kind of help her self-esteem too as well. And plus, probably all the likes she gets too as well. But what she really wants is something meaningful type of relationship. But right now, she's in a struggle with losing her mother, and then also, not being at the place that she wants to be in her living situation, and also the alcohol and drinking a lot. You know what I mean? So we have that situation. I was like, what in the hell did Danny have on? Was she went there? Was she the mermaid? Was she want to be in the sea? What the hell's going on? Was she ready to get on the stage and start stripping? Like, come on. You look good. You got a nice body. You're a beautiful woman too as well. But don't worry your don't wear your body out. You know what I mean? Wear your brain out, your mind out, how you going to get to where you want to get and how you want to get to where you want to go. And don't use your body to get there. Use your mind, because if you keep using your body, you're going to use yourself up where you're not going to be any good to you or anybody else, especially if you actually looking for love and you want respect and you want a different outcome when you do meet people. And that's what she actually does, but she doesn't know how to go out there and do that. Be professional. Because she's so used to people just wanting her for her body, and probably she got a lot of places and the people treated her a lot differently because she's pretty and she got a nice body and she's flirtatious, so she thinks that's the way to go. So Darnell was like, I love my fiance. He's so shady. I would have kicked him in his face. Like, you've been all over me. I've been with you for 4 years and you can't tell me you love me, but you saying you love your fiance. Like, you are really trying to push it in my face. You trying to rub it all in my face. You trying to make me feel bad. Oh no. And that's why it ends up, he end up wiling out when he finds out that she met up with Jesse, and how he know his nosy ass, and Jesse needs to keep his mouth closed and start running his mouth. So moving on from that situation, so we have that, and then we have the girls, they meet up. We have Ivy. It's Ivy, it's, Eva, it's, Azia, and it's also Danny. Basically, they're all talking, whatever. They're trying to find out what went wrong, what happened at the last party where, Danny went off on Santos. She was like, well, he came up to me and he was disrespectful. Talking about I need to leave, Darnell alone. I was like, oh, yes, you need to. Of course she does need to. She needs to leave him alone, but it's not Santos' place to come at her and be disrespectful when it wasn't nor the place or time to do that. And that's something Darnell has to handle. Him having that private conversation with Darnell and asking him to either choose him or choose Danny, that's what he should have did. He shouldn't have came up to her like that, because that's not his place. And therefore, Darnell is the one that wants her around and wants to be with her. It's not like she's thirsty too, and she's going after them because they both got feelings for each other like that. Because you don't mess with somebody for 4 years if you don't got love for him. It just don't work. And then he don't choose her over his buddy and doing business with his buddy Santos if he don't got feelings for her. It's just that it's too bad that he got 2 weak women that basically is letting him run all over them, like running amok. Well, he's going to run up on the right woman, just going to put him in his place and have him chasing and hunting with his tail between his legs. Because all he needs is a woman with self-esteem and confidence and know what the hell she's about and know how to deal with a man like you, Darnell, because you ain't nothing different. You ain't nothing special. We know how to deal with dudes like you. You'll be stroking our ego. So moving on from that situation. So anyways, they're sitting at the table and they're talking about that, and they were like, basically telling, Danny she needs to chill out, she needs to stop, drink, whatever, because then when she goes off, she acts up, she gets angry, she gets mad. And so Danielle was like, she was like, yeah, Danny was like, yeah, true, you right, I get it. And then that's when Danny was like, I'm going to meet up with Jesse, whatever. Maybe we'll have some drinks. We'll do some hookah, blah, and the third. And that's when Ivy was like, nah. That's when, Eva was like, nah, she's messing with him. And then, Ivy was like, that's my man. We're committed. We're exclusive and all of the other good stuff after the horse and carriage ride and the pork. So we have that situation. And so, Danny... Danny's gonna do what she wants to do. Danny's gonna act like she wanna act, and that's it with the situation. She's gonna do what she wanna do. So Danny meets up with him, whatever. They tell her to meet up with him and a professional business atmosphere, and she didn't. She met up with him at a hookah bar. She got drinks, she got food, she's chilling, she looked good, and he's looking at her like, damn, you look good too, baby. And he's like, shit. And plus, he don't wanna put all his eggs in one basket, because that's the way Jesse was acting. Like, he don't want to put all his eggs in one basket with Ivy. Like, she's good, she'd be a good business partner, she's good somebody to have, to network with and probably get the skins too as well. But he's not all the way committed, because they only been dating for like 3 weeks, so he ain't in head over heels in love with her or anything like that. So We got that situation. Danny's flirting a little bit. She's telling him that he's cute, and she's asking him to smoke hookah, and he tries it, and she laughs at him, and he goes, he cooks good or whatever. And she was like, you know what? And she was like, I like a man that cooks or whatever. He was like, he like, you gotta have the golden ticket to cook, basically. And she was like, are you like in a relationship or anything like that? He was like, nah, not really. Like, I'm just dating or whatever. We just dating, but I'm very busy. So, and then Danny was like, oh, so you only be with one person because you don't got the time. That's when Danny was like, I like to try out different flavors when, I'm dating too as well. I just want to know if it was that type of situation with you. She was flirting a little bit, and she was being nosy to find out what's going on. She could have possibly took that information to Ivy and say, Ivy, he's feeling you, but he's not head over heels in love with you like you is. Like, you talking about you own him and you got him. You better not do this with him. Come on, girl. Miss me with that shit, Ivy. You be stopping bags, Ivy. So, but she did warn Danny how she felt, and she told Danny the information. So if Ivy tells you how she feels and how she's rocking with this dude, there's no need to go back and question him. But you know how Danny is. Danny's feeling good. She said she had the Henny or whatever, and so it goes down like that. So, and then the next day, who do we have? We have Santos. He meets up with Jesse, and basically Santos is telling Jesse, I need you to work with me, to produce and promote and help Azia, because she's good. I believe in her. She's a star, just like I agree to as well. And that's when Jesse was like, I met up with Danny and this and that, blase and the third. And Santa was like, was she flirting with you or whatever? Was she this and that to you? Was she pushing the moves? Oh, you guys was in a bar drinking? Oh, you very unprofessional. And so Santos is right on the money with that. And Santos was like, yo, before you do anything, you need to go tell Ivy what's up and tell her before anybody else tells her. And so, Santos very smart. So Santos and Azia are very smart, and they're about their business. You can tell that they was raised with some knowledge. They was raised to how to conduct themselves and what things don't fly and what things do fly. Just normal shit that people that, raised by decent people. Azia and, Santos got that locked. And so it is what it is with that situation. So then we meet Erica Mena. Erica Mena comes through the door. She's not a Love and Hip Hop Hollywood or Love and Hip Hop New York. So you know what? It's a different playing field. I'm good. People's calling her washed up. People were saying like she's so desperate. She's showing up on every franchise, on every reality TV show. But you know what? She's doing her thing, and actually she's working with Alicia. Alicia is her publicist, and it's all good. And Alicia's talking about her new man in jail. And Erica Mena was like, his name is Black Rose. Is that his jail name or something? I was like, Erica Mena was on point with that. Like, yeah, is that his jail name? And she was like, well, he wrote 10 books. She was like, how long was he in there? She was like, 10 years. She was like, damn, you would have do for 10 years? He was in there for 10 years. Like, you got to teach him all that stuff, that because he's stuck back in the day. You got to teach him all the up-to-date stuff. And Alicia was like, it's a she was like, it's a project. Like, I don't want anybody to turn their back on somebody that just got out of jail, because we need to support our people, especially if they didn't rape anybody or rob anybody or child molesters or rapists or anything or robbing from their own community or whatever. So, everybody needs love too, but you just got to be careful. You got to be precise and persistent, and you got to make sure you're making the right decision, because you don't know what type of monster that you might be getting, and you can get a monster that's never been to jail. You know what I'm saying? So it's a crapshoot. It's 50-50, but sometimes people deserve second chances. But it seems like Black Rose is a cheater anyway. I don't even know if he's cheating, because is Alicia his girlfriend? Are they exclusive? You see Ivy, she made sure that they was exclusive. She don't want nobody else talking to him. She don't want nobody else talking to Jesse. So Erica Mena basically is making fun of, Alicia, with this guy that's just fresh out of jail, So that is the situation. So we got Jesse. He tells Ivy everything that went on in the meeting, and basically he didn't make it clear that he didn't kind of say that he was exclusive or he was in a relationship with Ivy, and all the mannerism that he was doing and all the feminine stuff that he was doing. He was talking to her and acting all nervous. It just seemed like way too much. Ivy's kind of messed up. It seems like she has a control issue, and she wants everything done her way or the highway, and that's the same way she did Alicia, and that's the same way she did Baggy Long. It was her way or the highway. They had to go through her and wait on her to whenever she had time, and so, It is what it is. So after we have that situation, but you know what? She's letting Ivy's letting Jesse know what type of woman she is and what she wants and what she expects from him. And if he can't do it, then he needs to bounce. So we have that situation. So it's cool, whatever, blase in the third. And then we get to the party. The party's cool. The party is lit. But before then, we get, Darnell. He's all acting all jealous with Danny at the clothing store, basically telling her he don't like her outfit, the way what she was wearing. Basically, he wants people to take her serious and her to be a little bit more conservative. But he likes that freaky side. He likes that wild side, because that's why he's been with her. And his wife is at home being a homemaker. So he got the best of both worlds in his opinion. But it's a little bit too much, because he probably saw her shining too much, and he wants people to respect her and not try to just throw dollar bills at her. So we have that situation. And he's talking about, oh, I heard you met up with Jesse. What did I tell you? We supposed to be working together. You don't be meeting up with nobody else. Niggas be playing games on you. And what did you do? You guys had drinks and you had, hookah. That's the same thing you did to me. That's how you seduced me. So now he's feeling her. He's feeling like, damn, she could be scooped from me. She could be taken from me. So he's like, oh, now. She was like, you gonna fight over me? I was like, girl, you don't want two men fighting over you, because they can get hurt. And plus, you got Darnell that ain't treating you right. And you got Jesse that's already with another woman, so you gotta stop it. You can see how self-esteem just rise up to the top, and she said, you gonna fight over me? And she felt wanted, she felt special, and you could tell that she don't feel special and wanted all the time. So we have that situation. We get to then we also get to the situation where Ivy shows up. Jesse's there too as well, and so is Santos, and Azia's there too as well, because she's rehearsing with a live band. And then Danny shows up. So you have Santos, and you have Jesse, and you have Azia talking shit about Danny, like Danny, being coming on too strong and drinking at the bar, and meeting Jesse at the bar and doing hookah when they warned her not to. And so they're talking about her. And so then Danny walks in and was like, we're talking about you. And Azia was like, yo, I told you that was inappropriate. You shouldn't have did that. That's not how you conduct business. That's not how you conduct yourself and do that, especially when you already know the situation with Ivy. And then who walks in the door? Ivy. Then Ivy's upset. She was getting mad, like, I told you about the relationship. Why you question him when I already told you? And this and that. She was kissing all on him, just trying to make Danny jealous. And Danny was like, girl, you need to watch yourself, because you claiming him and you all rah 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 on him and all spicy, but he wasn't even claiming you like that. And that just hit Ivy. Ivy was like, oh, he wasn't claiming me. And then Jesse was like, well, I said that, we were dating. She said she liked different flavors, but, I didn't say, like, we was exclusive and we was in a relationship. And so Ivy's running out the place like a little girl, like she's supposed to be a boss bitch. Why is she running? She's running down the stairs. He gets her. He kisses her. They make up. So it's all good. We get to the concert to where, Azia is performing. She does a good job. She looks good. Her parents and her mother are happy with the presentation. They're happy with the club, the performance, and they're also happy with Santos. But then we have, Danny and, Darnell are sitting outside, and all of a sudden, guess who walks by? Alicia and Jesse. And then so that's when Darnell was like, let me holler at you, Jesse, let me holler at you, bro. Then here they go, they're both all up in their face yelling, talking about, you spicy, no, you spicy, no, you getting hot, no, you getting hot. And they just yelling, throwing insults. They wasn't about to fight. Baggy Long came in, Eva came, Santos came, shit was broken up. It was not gonna be a big deal. They wasn't going to fight. Nobody was ready. Nobody wanted that smoke. So peace. I'm out. One love.